challenge that we're facing, we want to help shift the focus by sharing positive strategies and stories. And I've got 3 amazing experts, coaches from all over the world with me again today. So we have here on the bottom left, Venkatesh from Bangalore. Can you tell us really quickly what it is that you do, Venkatesh? Who do you help?
So basically, I'm my full-time day job is an IT startup, and I've been coaching for the past 3 years, and I help friends, family, ex-colleagues, ex-team members, and stuff like that. Coaching is more like a hobby and passion for me. It's not my breadwinner. My day job is my IT startup.
Ah, your IT startup. So what field in the IT are you working in?
Travel technology, which is hit like hell right now.
Travel technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is an extra challenge for you, I guess.
Yeah.
What about you, Christelle? Up on top, Christelle Pillot from Frankfurt.
I am coach now, so full-time. I have been engineer before, and I help people to deal with emotion, with stress emotion, so stress management, emotion management. And I help women, but men as well, and children to deal with that.
Stress management. So you're the perfect person to be on this live show today. And Alessandra Marazzi down on the bottom, originally from Italy. Also a global traveler. Can you tell us what you do, please?
Yes, I'm a coach. I've been a coach for the past 5-6 years. I work with leaders who wish to make a bigger impact on their community, ecosystem, organization, and that's I have a legacy for the next generations.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we have leadership coach, we have stress management, and we have IT hobby coach at the bottom. So let's start with you, Venkatesh. What is it that you would like to share with us today? Positive stories, strategies, practice, anything that can help us?
I'll probably start with a personal experience that I had a couple of months back. So we had to go and meet this person working for an airport, a very senior level person. And the day before, I told one of the person who had arranged the meeting that it seems that the office in Bangalore had shut down, and he refused to accept what I said, and he insisted. So we reached there. In Bangalore traffic, it's a mess. So reached there at peak office time, only to be told by the security guard that the offices have shifted to Delhi.
Ah, really?
and it was a 2-hour drive for me one way, and I was mad. I was the guy refused to talk to me on the phone for a few minutes because he knew I would be fuming. So I didn't know what to do with my time. So my son is actually he's a bass guitarist, and one of his articles had come out in a newspaper recently. So I said, let me use my time productively to go and find the hard copy of his article. And I reached the newspaper office. I happened to chat with one of the journalists, and hey, voila! The next week, they did a little piece on me saying that I started doing marathons at the age of 47. So that was something really, really very nice, because the day started off with a big disappointment, and I said, okay, let me put it to some good use, and
Okay, wow, that's nice. That's a nice lesson. So what's the lesson behind it, if you want to generalize it?
The lesson was it's okay to be human for a while, to grieve, to be upset, to vent it out. It's okay to be in that spot for a while. But for me, the biggest lesson was to get out of it as soon as possible and still try to do something out of it,
Yes,
that was my biggest takeaway from it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, to take that and use your time productively for something else that you've been wanting to do probably for quite a while. Thank you very much for sharing this little story, Venkatesh. Yes, from Bangalore traffic, I can imagine. Okay, Okay, what about you, Christelle? What would you like to share with us today?
So for me, it was like you said a little bit before, Natalie. It was last week. I have heard that I had like 3 events cancelled, and then I heard that the school is going to be shut down. So I have 3 children, just one passed here, but I have 3 of them, and I knew that I had to have all my children at home. And then they closed the border, so I cannot go and see my parents anymore. And then I heard that one of my parents and one of my friends, they were sick, so I didn't know exactly what was that, and I couldn't go and see them because they are in France. So it was all negative and negative and negative. And at some point, it was like, it sucks. So it's really not a good situation. And I'm a stress manager, so I have to stay positive, isn't it? If I'm not positive, so my business is going to shut down as well. So I was like, okay, I really have to shift my mentality. I have to go to the positive side, because I think it's all Harold told that it's okay to be human, like you said, but then there is some people, they stay in the negative mood very long time. And then some people, they have the capability to adapt and to shorten this period, and to be positive, and to try to find the opportunity in the challenge.
Okay, so what did you do, Christelle, to shift?
Exactly. So what I did, I said, so first things I said, okay, now I want to be positive. I stopped yelling and I stopped crying and so on. So just being positive. And then I said, okay, but still at the end, there is some stress things going on, stressing things going on. So I did like a map of my stress points. So, okay, so stress in business, stress with the family, with the children, organization stress, stress about the health, and so on. So I did a map about that, and I went in every point, and I went to say, okay, which stress is the higher for me, and how can I change that? And if I cannot change that, how can I adapt it? So it's really doing a map of it, and then say, okay, the higher level is there. What can I do to change that? And when the stress is away, then you can be more productive, you can be more creative, you can be more fun. And it's very important for my clients and my family. And
Okay.
then it's more fun.
Can we take a quick time out? So you mean a map, like a mind map?
Exactly, like
in the middle you write stress, and then you write all the stressful points.
Exactly.
And then what was the next step? I didn't quite get that.
Well, when you have all the stressful points, then you can see, okay, which point is the biggest one, or on the scale of 1 to 10, so I am with 8 or 7 or whatever. And then when I see that 1 or 2 are with 8, for example, then how can I just slow it down? So maybe I have to adapt myself, or maybe I have to find some resources and solutions.
Okay, so you kind of scale them.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good technique. Because you start being aware of your emotions on different topics. And when you put it on paper, maybe it'll not be so bad anymore. Just that fact alone. Very cool. By the way, I muted you guys because there's a little bit of feedback. So if you want to say something, please don't forget, push unmute. We're getting better with technology, by the way. Congratulations. We're all here on time. All right, thank you very much. Stress management, quick mind map, and then scale it, and then find solutions for each point. Very helpful. Thank you, Christelle. What about you, Alessandra? What would you like to, let me unmute you. What would you like to share with us today?
Well, what I would like to share is I've just moved from Thailand, where I lived for 15 years. I just moved to Switzerland only a couple of months ago with my 2 little children. And of course, this situation is hugely stressful for all of us. It's a new country, new setting. We are trying to start a life here when this has hit us. And but this is not just of course, a personal situation, and what I would like to share is really this. For me, what I'm learning through this is how to hold my individual situation as valid and take care of it at the same time as I hold as valid the situation of those around me and the collective situation that we are all experiencing. And a few days ago, I had a friend calling me, and she was expressing her regret for never having taken meditation classes because she thought it would help her. And it just came very natural for me. I've been fortunate enough to learn meditation practices and other practices. And it came very natural for me to suggest, let's get on the phone twice a week and let's do that together.
Nice.
And from there...
Doing meditation on the phone with someone else?
Yes, on a Zoom call, actually, because...
Video, okay.
Yeah, on a video. And then from there, I opened an open event and for anybody who wants to join. But this is really, for me, what I'm learning through this is how to connect, and not just to my own personal worries and a stretch beyond my personal concerns. And I find that in being there for others and being there with others is what is really helping me in this situation.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. I think one of the good points about this whole thing, that it's global, it's like people coming together on various different levels, people coming together, supporting, just like with this initiation here, with this show. I mean, so many coaches and experts from all over the world, they came and they raised their hand and they said, hey, I want to support. I think this is great. How can I help? And this, I think, is a real big lesson that we can take from this whole crisis. And another one I want to share with you quickly is, for me, today I went out for a long walk with my dog in nature, and the butterflies starting flying around. And I was like thinking, well, maybe this is a little bit of a sign for us to go back to the easier things in form of entertainment, because in Switzerland here they shut everything down. No more shopping, no more cinema, no more entertainment, no more fun parks, no more pools, all the entertainment shut down. And it was just like, maybe this is a sign. And the next one would be if the internet would collapse, but I'm not going to jinx that with everybody doing home office now, but that would be the next step. So I think this is the good point. So I don't want to discount all the tragedies and hardships that some of you might be going through right now, and quarantine and all the stuff. That's not what we want to do here. We want to help everybody to kind of like shift perspective a little bit and shift our focus from, so how can we use this to our advantage? How can we use this and make something good out of it? Because everything happens for a reason, and the reason is there to serve us. I said that yesterday. I think that's a really good mantra to have. And not because we say that everything is destiny and we're destined and everything is already set in stone what's going to happen, but to find the positive in everything that happens. I think that's the message here, and that's what I think. Venkatesh, you're back. That's what my big lesson was. And I have an amazing friend called Ken Kortzweg who initiated a movement last year, Why Nature. I'm going to see if I can get him on the show, because he has different tools and things that you can do out in nature by going back to the roots, grounding yourself again, and doing things that are still possible. So are there any comments or questions or anything you guys want to contribute to any of the lessons that we had today? Welcome back, Venkatesh.
Maybe because I had a call yesterday with the French community in Frankfurt and abroad, and we decided that it's very nice to do like having a drink, e-drink, coffee with someone, and with sharing with people somewhere else.
Yes.
And a lot of people say, okay, we are going to do that, to have an e-drink together and together with 3 or 4 friends and just talk with a wine or something like that.
Have an e-drink. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. By the way, my Toastmasters, I'm part of the Toastmasters, one of the clubs. You know what the Toastmasters are? So they get together and they practice speaking. So it's all about events. It's all about live events. they started doing it online now on Zoom as well. I haven't participated yet next week, but that's fun. And that's creativity.
Yeah.
And on the first episode, Aaron was sharing that they were doing virtual dance lessons. So there's no end to what we can do. All right, cool. Let's summarize this unless you have anything else. Any other comments?
No, thank you, Natalie.
Very welcome. Oh, we can't hear you. Venkatesh, your sound is off. All right, let's finish this round with one word again. One word, positivity. What comes to mind first? What about you, Christelle?
I think it's really to create the space inside to fulfill that with resources and fun, and then the right things are going to just come. Yeah.
Okay, that was more than one word.
Sorry.
One word? How would you summarize that in one word?
Space.
Space. Nice. What about you, Alessandra? Oh, you're muted. Okay.
Okay, for me the word is connection.
Connection. Nice. For me, the word is virtual coffee. I'll try that out in my next meeting. All right, thank you very, very much for supporting and for sharing your insights. And if any of you watch want to join one of the next shows, just type me a message and we'll set it up.
Okay.
All right, stay healthy and awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.